a lot for spring.
We live.
Let's see. Hold up. Chat. We are live. All right. Good evening. Welcome to our what episode is this, bro? 59. Sheesh. It's time for a top 20 list. It's a break week, right, fellas? You know, you got to figure out something to talk about. And the anime episode this week was actually amazing. But we'll discuss that a little later, probably. But in the meantime, we're going to get a top 20 list. Go ahead and get it cooking. And we may revisit our stock market if we have time. I'm not sure. I don't think we will, but what y'all think?
I don't think we'll have time for it. I think I'm going to have to change the title.
Okay, it's all good with me. I mean, you know, I'm
and
winning
I think, you know, I think this is like apropos, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, typically, you know, it'd be around Christmas time, Thanksgiving time, people start their top 20 list. So why not we just kick it off first and we be the trendsetters for 2025? Why not?
That's what we do. Set trends. Every time we do some mysteriously, a couple weeks later, big accounts is doing it and this and that. I'm like, oh, y'all ain't never did no fantasy draft before. It's all good, though. Hey, it's imitation is flattery, right?
But I'll say this. I know Brago's going to do his list at the end of the year. A lot of people do it. But I don't like, I would prefer if he just did it in like February, bro, because I don't like when it says 2024 and you just drop the list like the last week of December. Like, why don't you just start it for the next year?
I guess because that's usually when we had like that little 3-week break or whatever. So, you know, you need something to talk about, get people interested. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because no chapters. It's Golden Week and not Golden Week. It's some in Japan, bro. They'd be tripping. But yeah,
everybody trying to relax for Christmas time. I guess they celebrate Christmas over there like we do too. It's all good. But like you said, I just think it's a good idea to knock that out now. But you know, we was having ourselves a little conversation starter in the before we jumped on, and we was like, where do we think Luffy goes on this list? If we had to do a top 20 all time, some people felt he was on, some people felt he wasn't. Where y'all got Luffy on y'all top 20?
Current just Luffy, like by the way, chat, anybody that's tapping in, this is like no in a series stuff. This is just current. So like, make sure like y'all see Luffy or y'all see somebody like, you know, for example, on a in a series list, Sanji would be like top 3, but he might not be top 3 on this one. That's why, because it's not in a series. You know what I'm saying? But Vince Smoke Romeo, you know, we're gonna get to that one.
Make sure you guys like the stream, share the stream as well, and let's get started.
All right. So me personally,
I don't have Luffy in my top 20.
I tried to start a list and I made it to like number 6, and I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm just, you know, I just do it live. You feel me? But if I had to just, you know, spitball where Luffy would be, he'd probably be in the 15 to 20 range too. Maybe higher, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I think you're gonna forget there's a lot of characters. Like, there's a lot, bro. Especially from just the recent stuff in the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, we're gonna see.
Luffy is definitely in my top 15.
Like, one character I completely forgot about.
Or top 20, actually.
I don't even know how to rank him. Is Emeth.
He shouldn't be on this list, bro.
Yeah, Emeth shouldn't be on there.
Shouldn't be on the list at all.
Nah.
Well, they had to borrow somebody else hockey to do something. Like, he's not a top 20 all-time character, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
But
not.
that one,
I'm not going.
That one.
I think Zunisha is stronger than him. If you're gonna put somebody, you put the Zunisha.
I got Zunisha.
Like, ain't nobody ranking General Frankie. Preach. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Bro, he has one of the craziest feats we've ever seen in One Piece.
What did he do?
He what?
He ended the entire Egghead arc, sending
with Joy Boys hockey. With Joy Boys hockey.
But we're not saying
that's
like
Joy Boy.
But that's still part of what he did, though.
Nah, bro.
No
that's not included.
No shot.
Great.
No, if if Luffy was like, I'm gonna give my strongest hockey to Usopp, are you gonna be like, yeah, we gotta put Usopp top 10 now, bro?
If Usopp sends 4 Gorosei back to Marisha, then yeah. But if it's
with Joy, that was Joy did that essentially.
I don't know, bro.
That's the
Joy
Boy feat.
It's still like
and a Shanks feat too, by the way. But
yeah,
that's a Joy Boy feat.
It's a perfect person to use it because Emeth, he can survive for hundreds of years.
He's a robot.
He's a robot. Yeah.
That's part of it, his strength though. Like it's not just Joy Boy's hockey. He's also, he survived.
Bro, I bet you Vegapunk can make like 1,000 of those if you really wanted to.
Don't nobody separate Sanji from his mechanical advancements.
But it's actually active in battle.
We can leave him off the list. It's fine.
I wouldn't say Sanji is stronger than Zoro because he can probably live longer. Because if they fought, then how long you can live? If Emeth ran into some real pressure,
Emeth went to Marisha and he still survived.
He was destroyed. He was taken up. Like they defeated him and was just rebuilding him for research purposes.
So I get what you're. So you want to give that feat to Joy Boy?
That is Joy Boy's feat.
Joy Boy's hockey.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying we can still give it to him since he's the one who did it.
No, bro, that's insane.
Okay. That's why Joy Boy's top 3, bro.
All right, he's off the list. I'll take him. I don't even think he was in my top 20. I didn't even know how to rank him.
Yeah, he shouldn't be. Man, that's just a bad sign because you trying to put him lets me know that you try to put Zunisha on here too, bro.
Oh, Zunisha's. I think he's
he's
near in the borderline 20.
Zunisha one-shot Jack. That's all I'm gonna say.
And this is not even prime Zunisha. This is like
we don't know that. If you walk foot, she's exercising every single day for 800 years. This is literally prime Zunisha, bro.
You see how old Zunisha looks?
But it's the best shape. It's impossible for this to not be the best shape of their life.
Bro, so are we deciding on number 1 right now?
Yeah, we can go. I
got
feel
Joy
like
Boy.
it's not really.
I have Sun God Nika, bro, as my 1. And I think it's a different entity. That's why I say Nika.
I mean, I'm not trying to jack Morge, whole swag or whatever, but I do like the idea that it's a concept. But the concept had to come from somewhere.
I don't think so, though.
Nika existing.
Like the dragon, right? Like Kaido's dragon. I feel like it definitely existed at some point.
That's true. I mean, I'm not against it. I think Joy Boy / Nika is a good way to do that. Just avoid,
I agree with that.
Unnecessary, because I mean, if Nika is 1, then Joy Boy is number 2. So like, ain't no point even like doing 2 separate spots. You know what I'm saying?
And then we obviously know number 2 after that. I mean, it's got to be Emu.
Yeah.
I had Davy Jones number 2.
I think Emu's stronger than Davy Jones.
Yeah. Bro, Rox had to make an entire plan to take down Emu, and he still failed.
Like the reaction, like, I mean, I know it was Joy Boy's hockey or whatever, and Nemu was on the ground screaming, but like I feel like if somebody would have walked into that room, if that was Rox, let's say if that was Roger instead of Rox, and Roger's like, I'm a big fan of Joy Boy, Emu would have been like more uncomfortable with that mentioning. You know what I'm saying?
Look, here's my theory is like, you had the Void Century, or you had the Ancient Kingdom. They had so much technology, and they had Joy Boy probably on their side too. There's no way Emu would have been able to stop Joy Boy in the Ancient Kingdom. Even with the 20 Kings, I don't think it's enough. That's why I think Davy Jones was the one who defeated Joy Boy.
Oh no.
I don't think it was Emu.
Guarantee Emu. I think that Davy
Well,
Jones...
in the mural, it said the ocean swallowed the sun. So
I think that...
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. I don't know if y'all want to take that as what happened to Joy Boy in the Void Century, or if it was like back in the day with Nika, the actual entity Nika, and maybe like a primordial Emu or something. But
I believe that what actually happened was because because the Davy clan has the D in their initial, that leads me to believe that at some point they were allied with Joy Boy. I think the D clan is probably direct descendants of Joy Boy's pirate crew. You know what I'm saying? But I think the Davy Jones was the one who betrayed Joy Boy, and that's probably why he lost. But I don't think Davy Jones killed Joy Boy. I just think Davy Jones probably in it for himself, want to be the king of the world, wind up betraying and they lost a bunch of power after that. You know what I'm saying? Like the pirate crew lost probably its version of Zorro with Davy Jones. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think the person that had to defeat Joy Boy had to be evil. Like it just had to be.
I disagree, but I'm gonna give it to look. Like I said, I got Davy number 2. I think they're all very close, but if you guys say
so, you think Davy was stronger than the main antagonist that's had a vice grip on the entire world?
Yeah, because
for
the way
more
I
than
see
800
Emu
years?
is like Emu manipulated his way into power.
Manipulation.
He
yes.
lied and deceived all of the 20 kings, and in the end, it's like Lily didn't even
But-
was it Lily? Yeah, Lily didn't even realize until the end like Joy Boy was the hero. Emu
But
is,
we see what Emu can do with its power. Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
can
You
literally
know Emu has power.
Hold
give
up.
fragments of its power and make people like Yonko level material.
Yeah,
off of that.
I get that, but at the same time, Davy Jones is regarded in the same mythical way like Emu. Like no one's heard of him.
No, I ain't
bro.
putting
He's
Emu.
think
Like,
about
nobody knows Emu.
He's been erased for so long. Well, no one knows Emu because they're.
I think Davy Jones is mentioned on like the level of Nika, but Emu is like
Okay,
nothing.
on the
but
level
that's
of
what I'm
Rock.
saying. But if
How about on the
he's
level of Rock?
mentioned on the same level as Nika, he has to be in the same tier as like. Emu
Well, not even
and
Nika. I meant
Nika.
Joy Boy. But I feel like if we got this confirmation that Davy Jones is like at the bottom of the sea, like would that not have had to be Emu that did that?
Sure, but doesn't mean that he wasn't stronger at some point. Like the way I see is Joy Boy and Davy Jones duked it out, and then Emu just took over, and he's like, "All right, I'll take advantage of you guys fighting this out." I think Davy Jones was so obsessed with Joy Boy, where like Nika or with Emu, it's like he just sees the D Clan as they're too much to deal with as a whole. So I'll let them kind of fight it out.
Yeah. I agree that Emu definitely could not, like if the 20 kings, if
Let's be
Emu of
real.
old would have faced the D Clan at
Luffy-
their peak altogether, it would have been an L.
Luffy
But I don't think
will
that
be in
nobody.
the same strength as like Joy Boy at some point, maybe even stronger. And I think Blackbeard will be on the same level as Davy Jones, maybe even stronger. And so if we're comparing them, I feel like they're very close. Luffy and Blackbeard are going to be very close at the end.
But my only Emu. So you have Davy Jones over Emu.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying like it's very close. But I'll take Davy Jones.
I don't know, bro.
Emu is hiding in the shadows, and Davy Jones is a Will of D, so I'll take that.
And I also think Davy Jones parallel may be to that of Rocks, where he was such a threat that the government made sure that there was no word of him. Like we really didn't know about Davy Jones outside of Robin mentioning it on the Davy back fight until Rocks brought it up. Like we almost gone 1,200 chapters, and this man has only been mentioned, 5 times. Like the government has done an amazing job keeping his strength down. I think that's a testament to how strong he was.
I believe he was strong for sure. I just don't see like 2D
Emu
clan
is
members
just
being stronger than Emu. Like I feel like that.
Bro,
we
Rocks
Emu is a
pulled
manipulator.
up and literally
Like, we
pulled
could've-
up into the flower room, looked at Emu, and was like, "Oh, I can't handle that,"
Emu has
and literally
this-
dipped off.
And I mean, like Joy Boy, Joy Boy, Emu, Davy Jones. That was Luffy, Blackbeard, and Emu's going to be at the end of the story. So why would we not think the precursor would be on that same level?
Because I
I'm
think
not
Emu
saying
is an
Dave Jones not on
outlier.
the same level. Yeah, but I
Emu
think
is
the
just
fact
an
that
outlier.
Emu survived from then to now puts Emu in a special tier where only like the person that surpasses Joy Boy is going to defeat Emu.
But
So,
isn't it
like-
weird that Emu has to manipulate his way into power when if he was clearly the strongest of the kings?
Well, we
Emu-
don't know
I think Emu
we don't
had
know
to
the full
manipulate-
story.
I think Emu. The only thing Emu had to manipulate was like the world's view, so that everybody wouldn't think that they're just under some tyrannical evil reign. Like if Emu wants shit done, they do it. Like
Bro, and literally they spawn Yonko level entities, and the Holy Knights are also probably like Admiral level. And they have powers from Emu.
All have Emu. Like it seems like Emu has all of their powers, or at least at the very least grants them their powers. So if you're creating Yonko, like at the drop of a dime type shit. Like honestly, my only debate with Emu is if Emu should maybe be above Joy Boy. Like maybe not back then, but now it's very likely. I mean, it's very possible.
But why do we view Emu as any different from the Gorosei? We always say the Gorosei got certain hack abilities that like I feel like Davy Jones is like
they're obviously fragments.
Yeah, I think they're hacks abilities, but it's because they come from like they're not their abilities because they were gifted to them.
And the thing,
so like it's like if like Luffy, I mean, I hate to use this example, but it's like Naruto giving people like Kurama's chakra, like they're using that power, but it's not their power. But Naruto has Kurama.
What is like I don't understand. Like what is stopping us from saying Davy Jones has the same broken? Like we don't even know what his devil fruit could have been.
Davy Jones was the Garp of his time.
Like it could have been something that we never even seen yet. But whatever
I just think Oda tell the story through the parallels. Like I don't think I'm looking at like Blackbeard. I don't think Emu is
the difference is Emu seems like a godly entity, bro. Not don't get me wrong, Joy Boy does too.
That's what I was
or not
say.
Joy Boy, but Nika.
Like, Joy Boy is definitely a godly being.
I agree with that.
Though.
Reality breaking, right? Like, and that's why I think Davy Jones.
I think it's more so his image, though.
I think
Emu is literally has the powers of a deity, bro. Like,
and you don't think Davy Jones would have that power?
No,
I don't
not.
Think so. I think Emu. I think Davy Jones is like along the lines of like. I think we just got to look at it the same way we looked at Rox, Roger, and Emu in that frame. I don't think Rox ever was going to threaten Emu power wise. He had to come up with some convoluted whole little scheme. Like,
so then why?
I feel like that's probably the same type timing.
So then why is Joy Boy ahead of Emu on everyone's list?
Because I think the person that Emu actually had to win by like a technical condition was Joy Boy. Like it's kind of implied that Joy Boy writing the apology letter and all this other stuff. It's kind of implied that there was some specific circumstance that led to Joy Boy losing. Yeah, but when it comes to Davy Jones, I get
what you're saying because we seen the fear when Emu felt that hockey from Emeth.
Yeah, like they felt like Emu felt Joy Boy hockey and was like on his knees, like. And I'm just using that same example. Like if Rox walked into that throne room and said, I'm a big fan of Joy Boy, I think Emu's reaction would have been a lot more intense than when they heard Davy Jones. They kind of looked like, how the fuck you know about him? But it wasn't like no, I'm worried type shit.
But
you know what I'm
saying? And look, I don't think Davy Jones was necessarily an enemy of Emu. Like I feel like Davy Jones could have been on both sides, playing both sides, kind of just trying to find his own way for power. Yeah, so that's why I don't think he's as fearful. But I mean, I don't know.
All I'm gonna say is look at the mural, bro. In the mural, if you look at it as past or present, it shows Emu as a gigantic, powerful entity, and like maybe a few people on his side, and then you see an entire army of individuals going to fight Emu, and that includes the Nika silhouette in that mural, a giant Loki. We think ships of like powerful people, bro, to take down this one being. I don't know, man. I think Emu's just Emu. If it collects all of its power back into one body,
like imagine like Big Mom getting her power, like the way she be absorbing people's souls around her and stuff. I think Emu probably got a similar thing at the end, where it's gonna just take back all the power it's given out to the Gorosei, the Holy Knights, or whatever, and we're gonna see like this true terror of Emu and what Joy Boy had to face. But I mean, we can just take a quick vote and see who won't. Okay, how we feeling about Davy at 2? If you want Davy at 2, speak now. Preach. I know, JJ. What you looking like? Davy at 2.
Davy at 2.
Chad got Davy.
I feel like I said, with Nika having the script of the world behind him with these powers, I think that was the thing that put it over that gave him the strength over everybody else. But I just don't think 1-on-1 he's really beating anybody of that level.
So how we think two D clan
Because let's
members
think about this too.
are
Like,
stronger than the final villain? Like, does that even like?
well, we got to remember there's 20 kings.
And
Bro,
they're not
them niggas
aligned.
was just like, who is these niggas? Like, we gotta start acting like them niggas was something, bro.
No, bro, come on, bro. Like these are Goris.
Bro,
and,
they
like,
were. But you could look at somebody like Cobra. These are like kings
They're
from.
kings of countries. That don't mean they like strong combatants.
Yeah, not every
Okay,
king is powerful, bro. In terms of
Like
physicality.
the thing that made the 20 kings banded together powerful was the political influence of having 20 nations come together. It's not like 20 niggas
Nah,
got it, made their own army of 20
war
people,
zone,
bro.
This is 100-year, like 100 years of war in a sense. But you're
Because
not-
of Emu, it's a void century because of Emu.
But
But like, because
hold up, but if-
the
let's think
idea
of
here,
what
I feel
Joy
like the
Boy's
20
crew was.
kings.
You got Zunisha, maybe like a
Mhm.
Ryuma type, right? Like a right hand Zoro type guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Romeo.
like, are we saying that the 20 kings weren't strong enough to fight on this level at all? It's not
I
just
doubt
I
it,
think
Emu.
bro.
that the 20
There
kings
has to
didn't
be,
even
bro. Like
lift a finger in the war. I think that Emu
Let's
had
find
their
out.
own version of the Gorosei back then. Like, that's who fought for Emu, the 5 Elder Stars and the Holy Knights. Like, I don't think that setup changed.
So you think
'Cause, like-
Emu's kingdom alone was the main piece?
I don't think the Gorosei was Emu's king. I think Emu is.
Well, I'm
is
saying
his
like his
own
crew,
chaotic
like his
entity.
crew, like his
Yeah,
unit.
yeah. I don't think it's. I think the 20 Kings, from a political standpoint, made it very hard. Like, this is basically the world has banded together to create its own
I don't know, bro.
government.
Because Lily,
against one
as far
ancient
as we
kingdom.
know, she probably had the pop fruit, right? Like that's
Mhm.
overpowered,
Lily was
bro.
probably fodder just like TV,
No,
bro.
bro. Come on.
You
Yeah,
think Lily,
bro.
You
And
think
we're talking
Lily
about-
was like Yonko level or some
And,
shit?
and Joy Boy,
Nah,
like,
hell
he
no.
got like Poseidon over here. Like we got ancient weapons. So I'm
Bro,
saying,
Lily
I
would
was
get
straight
one
down.
shot.
But I don't think them kings was nothing. I think maybe like if you want to make the argument that they always come together, all of the armies together was like an extremely strong army. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the 20 kings like them niggas was pulling up in boxing. I'm not going with that, bro.
why not, bro? Why not?
Bro, it's just the kings, bro. Like they're just kings. It's political power. As a nation,
Bro,
I mean, as
Listen,
a world government,
to-
20 of the most powerful kingdoms in the world have banded together to create a monolithic figure to rule over the world. That's the
And
strength in that.
To fight wars, you need bodies, bro.
Because it's hard to, as like a random nation, like let's say like Wano, like how can I contest 20 nations
I see what
coming
you're saying. So
together?
you're saying there's like a
You know what I'm saying? I
Fujisaur that's
can't.
randomly like in one of the kingdoms, and then he's just like strong, just some random fighter.
Yeah, they got their
each-
armies, but yeah,
each
I don't think
kingdom.
that they was like. I think the kings was like tricked into following Emu, but I don't think they like joined a war effort. I still think what happened with Poseidon and Job, because I think the knowledge would have been passed down more. Like if all 20 of those kings knew what happened and what was going on,
Well,
then more knowledge to the world would have been
let's
passed
be
down.
real, the Emu probably somehow convinced the Elbaf giants to join them, right? Because if you look at right now, they said if whoever whatever side the Elbaf giants choose, they probably will win the war.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the
Which, I
giants
mean,
were probably
maybe
a
that
big
was accurate
force
back-
that were fighting. Maybe it was ancient giants. Maybe it wasn't all of the giants, but that probably played a big factor too.
Maybe it was accurate back then, but not them niggas ass. So, but
All right, I don't know if you want to give it to
Big-
chat, but they voted for Davy Jones.
yeah, chat got Davy, so we can do Davy at 2. I just can't
L.
give it that, bro. I
L,
can't
bro.
give it
There's no way y'all
I
got
feel
him
like
over Emu,
two-
bro.
2 niggas on the same crew being stronger than the nigga that defeated them is
Bro,
like backwards.
Oda, like he introduced
It's the Fifth
Emu,
Tiger story
Joy
all over
Boy,
again,
and he
big
saved
dog.
Davy Jones for Elbaf. Like,
Bro,
he
he's
saved
mentioned Davy
for
Jones
last.
before, though.
He did, but this is like the big moment of Davy Jones is important.
Do we think Blackbeard is gonna be stronger than Emu?
No.
Like, well, how about this? Let's
I
run this
think
because
so.
I think Blackbeard at some
Well-
point. Well, let me
think he takes
rephrase
his
that because I
devil
think
fruit if he has
Blackbeard is
one.
gonna leave. Yeah, it's still the devil fruit, right? But do we think that Blackbeard is going like can walk in and defeat Emu in a 1-on-1 fight right now?
Well, I have a theory on that.
Well, not
I
right-
think
not right now.
that Blackbeard acquired the Yami Yami no Mi because it can counter Emu because of the darkness aspect. Emu
You
is
think he's
always
stronger?
shrouded in darkness. I don't think he's stronger, but I think he has like a way to maybe seal or contain Emu's power and use it for himself.
See, I got a different.
That's
can
what I
move
think.
that.
That's what I think Blackbeard's
And
gonna do.
I think
Like,
I think the
Blackbeard is
reason-
eventually going to steal Emu's power. Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
But I feel like Blackbeard is not strong. I think that I'm just looking at the different trios that have paralleled this Davy Jones, Joy Boy, and Emu situation over time. And honestly, we haven't seen any of them. Like, I'm looking at those trios as Rocks, Roger, and Emu, and then you got Luffy, Blackbeard, and Emu. And the original Davy Jones, Joy Boy, Emu. I feel like in all three of those trios that we know about, at least, Davy Jones is not fucking with Emu. And Joy Boy, the Joy Boy parallel isn't either, as we know. Luffy will. But and Joy Boy also lost though, so like I don't know. That's just me.
So-
We can go ahead and do JB.
I
JB
think-
too.
my theory is
I-
different. I think Davy Jones, the reason why Blackbeard wanted the darkness fruit was because it's the fruit that defeated Joy Boy. Now, I'm not saying it means that he's stronger or how it happened, but I think you look at it like, what does the strongest fruit mean? It's someone who defeated the strongest warrior of all time. So I think maybe that's something where Blackbeard figured it out, if it's connected to Davy Jones. Because I don't know.
I
it could be
I don't
either,
see.
but-
I just don't see.
I just
I
don't
don't
see
see
a double
Joy Boy
fruit.
dying
Yeah.
to Davy, bro.
Because I feel
I
like
just
Joy
don't-
Boy had the strongest hockey, so like a devil fruit countering him just don't work to me.
But the whole
It might
world
counter the
fighting against
Nika
the
fruit.
blood. That's what I think the real issue is. The thing that's going to separate the thing that makes Luffy the one over those other guys was the way that he's able to galvanize the whole world to be behind him as well. I think that's going to be the main difference. Luffy always leaves everybody else to fight everybody else. Luffy's got to focus specifically on Emu. I don't think everybody else had that same privilege when it came to that fight initially. Like I'm saying, Fisher Tiger, once he was gone, the fishmen had to decide on their own, which side they was riding with. And I can imagine the D clan back at that point, one wanted to be the peace mains, one wanted to be whatever the Blackbeard type of pirates were. But, their division is what ended up allowing Emu to be the strongest of the three. Now that we're going to have Luffy, I think Luffy at the end is going to be strong enough to beat Blackbeard and Emu's forces because he just did such a great job of galvanizing the world. Luffy's personal strength is cool, but being able to get everybody else involved and change the world with him, Bello Betty style, is what's really going to make the difference at the end of One Piece.
I like that interpretation. I can definitely agree and understand in a lot of facets, but I think that Joy Boy had that same power of Luffy, to be honest with you. Because if we look at the world as it is right now, how many of them come from the Kozuki clan and Wano, Joy Boy allies. The Fishmen were probably Joy Boy's allies. The Giants and Elbaf were probably his allies. So I think he had the same power. So I think it had to be a direct betrayal. The only thing that led to Joy Boy being defeated. I don't think it was like him not having enough troops in the world. All the other shit was probably handled, to be honest. But Joy Boy himself was betrayed by somebody close to him. That's what I think happened.
A lot of
I think
people that's
betrayal
close
could've
to
been
him.
Davy
We got
Jones,
Emmett apologizing. We got
'Cause-
Zoe apologizing.
Let's think
A
I
lot
think
of
they was
people
apologizing
betrayed
because they
people.
think they failed him, but I don't think they betrayed him.
You know
think
what
I
I.
think they just-
But I think what
What's up?
if
You know what
Davy
I think could
Jones
be a
were both on
parallel,
the
bro?
Will of D army side, right? Like that's the ancient kingdom, and he was the
Mhm.
one who betrayed Joy Boy, and maybe
Who you
his-
said?
You know what I think could be a parallel, maybe that Oda was hiding. When Blackbeard killed Thatch, bro.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That could be like he stabbed him in the back. Davy Jones stabbed him in the back for like a different type of treasure.
That's
For more
possible.
power. So I can
That's
see
very
what you're
possible.
talking about, Preach, but I don't think he could beat him in a 1v1 fight, being fair.
I agree.
Mihawk
Yeah,
should be a number
I
4.
agree.
So surely Mihawk D Goat isn't biased in that comment, right?
Well, so I think after Davy Jones, Emu, and Joy Boy
It's
gets
gotta
really
be
interesting,
Roger.
bro. Like this is
It's
when
got to be Roger, bro.
no, okay. So I'll say mine because I think mine will piss everybody off. But at number
Yeah,
4, I
go
got
ahead,
Ryuma.
I have Ryuma as well.
Roger
let's
is
go.
fucking shitting on
I
you.
have Ryuma as well. Not gonna
What
lie.
argument do y'all have for Roger for Ryuma being stronger than Roger, bro?
Listen, I
Greatest
don't have
swordsman
an
of all
argument,
time.
but listen, it's Zoro gas, so it's going there.
Wow. You said greatest swordsman of all time, Preach. Why you say that? I mean, yeah, he's
known as a god.
He's definitely the best swordsman of all time, but I want Preach to be consistent in this logic.
So
if you're gonna say the strongest swordsman has to be stronger than Roger, then you cannot keep saying Shanks is stronger than Mihawk.
Well, look, if
Yes, sir.
if Zoro wanted to be, if he wanted to base his entire ideology and dreams off of Roger, who was a swordsman, he could have done that. But Zoro is connected to Samurai Code, to the Shimotsuki clan, right? So I'll say Roger was definitely a strong swordsman, but
what made Roger unique then? What do you think made Roger unique?
I think what made Roger unique was a lot of things, but it's not just strength. I mean, he was an adventurer.
Oh, you one of them niggas that got Whitebeard over Roger. Never mind, bro. I forgot, bro. This nigga is crazy, bro.
Wow, look, I'll tell you, I got Xebec number 5, so we got a bit to go before we get to
Roger, bro. Xebec is not fucking stronger than Roger. I'm not.
Yeah,
I take Whitebeard over Roger.
Xebec isn't stronger than Roger, but I could see Ryuma being stronger than Roger.
I could see Ryuma. I can see Ryuma. I just think that I feel like Roger is like Luffy. I feel like Roger is the step between Luffy. It's gonna be Luffy, Roger, then Joy Boy. Like I feel like that is that's how massive of a figure Roger was. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So
I'll tell you this.
I got Ryuma after Roger. You know that's the thing. I got Ryuma at 5. So it's not like I'm downplaying Ryuma.
Oh, you got Ryuma, or you got? Oh, damn! Y'all gonna hate
I've been on the Whitebeard over Roger agenda for so long, but after the Loki backstory, bro, I gotta put Roger over Whitebeard.
Man, I feel like Street's been trying to
I'm not saying this can't change if we see more.
Yeah, that's facts. Mihawk D GOAT, Roger surpassed Rock's peak at God Valley, and then he pirated for 20 more years after that. He's stronger than Rocks, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely stronger than Rocks. But
I don't know, because Rocks was in his prime, I would say, at that point.
But so this is my thing. Rocks was in his prime at God Valley, and Roger was even if it was Rocks' era, but Roger wasn't far off. I feel like if Rocks was like a 10 out of 10 at God Valley, Roger was like a 9.5. But Roger had 20 more years of pirating and exploring to keep growing stronger. He most definitely surpassed Rocks' peak. If he didn't do it at God Valley, he did it at some point later on in life.
The reason why is Whitebeard. It's not anyone else. It's not Shiki. Yeah, because look,
he was finna lose to Shiki. What about Garp?
Well, what about Garp?
Bro, I have Garp.
Garp is more of a reason Garp is more of a reason Roger would get stronger than Whitebeard.
But wouldn't you say the same thing for Garp? Garp should be ahead of Xebec.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, I got him.
Hold on.
I have Garp in.
What I'm saying is
over
Xebec is I mean, Garp is the one guy who's able to challenge anybody on the seas, right? And he has another 20, 30 years. I mean, now he has 50 years. So
him and Roger are in the same tier, bro. Like they're right next to each other.
Right
yeah,
here.
I do too. But
then I have Ryuma. Then I have Garp.
But no, hold on. When we saw Garp at God Valley, and Roger and Xebec are looking at him like, oh man, this is gonna be a problem, bro. Like,
and you know what's crazy, bro? I have Garp over Roger, bro.
but that's consistent with what we've seen so far from the flashback.
I have Garp over Roger, bro. I do. In terms of sheer fighting capability,
here's the difference in my idea of why I see Rocks is stronger than Garp, right? I mean, you know why I said Roger was stronger than Rocks? Because he had so much more time on the seas. Because I think that, the One Piece peak lasts so long. It seemed like in your 40s, you're still like in your prime, or at least that's at your very prime. We don't know how old Rocks is, but like we can assume that 40s, 50s ish. And Roger made it that far.
You know what I respect about Xebec is this guy. He's face to face with Emu, and he was never really afraid. Like I'm not ready for it yet, because I'll come back. And so you're challenging someone.
I think Roger would do the same thing.
That's a Cobra level feat, bro.
No, hold on, but no.
That's a Sabo level feat.
The difference is he's willing to fight him. He's willing to fight him and the Gorosei and whatever. Roger is fighting Xebec and Whitebeard and Garp, but I don't think Roger is like it's not the same thing, bro. Like Xebec was preparing for a war with Emu. That's a whole different level.
Bro, and he was trying to scheme and go get devil fruits and all kind of other shit. It ain't like he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go back and fight you one-on-one in box." You like, "Nah, I need this devil fruit."
Bro, let's
I need
be
these
honest.
people allied. Like, it's not like
if Garp or Roger put in that same scenario and they like knew they were going to Mary's Law to look for Emu or a hidden power and they saw it, they would act the same way.
And we also gotta acknowledge that that something at God that like there was a Roger and Emu some type of confrontation because something had to send Roger down the path of finding the One Piece. Like it's not like he just like we know he was at God Valley.
Xebec.
Because it's right now they're gonna sit down and have another toast like he did with Harold in the middle of God Valley. I think it has to be like he had to see something here, whether it was Emu or the Gorosei or something. But like it's not like Roger right now doesn't have the ambition to be the king of the world. And that probably was what kept Rox ahead of him because Rox had a much greater ambition.
But what if
leaving God Valley, Roger saw something that made him go on this journey to find the One Piece and find the Poneglyph. So like his ambition grew, his hockey was probably stronger. He surpassed Rox at God Valley to me personally.
I don't know, bro.
I agree.
The one thing is like I'll give Roger the benefit of the doubt over Whitebeard as far as what we've seen, but we still haven't even seen what Xebec.
Whitebeard is the doubt.
Hold on,
bro. It took Whitebeard getting the strongest paramecia fruit in the entire story, and having top tier hockey to even match Roger.
And Roger hockey was so much stronger than Whitebeard's that he needed all that just to be able to like, come on, bro.
Why is that a knock on Whitebeard when he's all around? Like he's LeBron James.
It's not a knock on Whitebeard. It's just a buff on Roger. Like that's just who Roger is. I'm not knocking him.
That's like, bro. That's like saying LeBron.
Bro, when Kaido
conversation with like Wembenyama.
When Kaido was fighting Luffy, he always brought up Roger. He didn't bring up Xebec, and he didn't bring up Whitebeard.
Mom died. The first she was dying, but she's falling. She thinks of Roger. Kaido bringing up Roger. That's how Roger conquered the seas, through hockey. Like all these niggas mentioned Roger before there was on Rock's crew. Like, but they still show the utmost respect to Roger because Roger was
as
the
a
one.
Pirate,
bro.
though, not as a fighter. I mean, I definitely.
He said Roger conquered the seas with hockey. You think that's not fighting?
Yeah. He basically gassed up Roger's hockey as the peak.
Hockey conquers all. I mean, hockey transcends all. He said, "How do you think Roger conquered the seas? It wasn't a devil fruit power. Hockey transcends all." He's literally talking about Roger's hockey transcending everyone's. He's stronger than them niggas, bro. He's the king of the pirates. I know y'all can say that's a media title or whatever. I'm not going, bro. You don't get that's a media title, yeah, but you don't get that title unless you really deserve it. And that's why
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but he
Oda has went down his.
There's not a war.
He's went out of his way to say, yeah, this was Rock's era. This was this and that era. Like, none of them niggas was never called the king of the pirates.
Bro,
they had to invent a new title for my boy.
This is like when Kobe and LeBron never faced in the finals. Like Whitebeard and Roger, they had a war against each other. We could see who's really the strongest. We never got to see it because Whitebeard is like friendly with Roger, giving him Odin. So it's not the same. Like you can't say.
But that's
Roger
another ambition thing.
Like he never even fought the strongest pirate in the seas.
Why did all the top tiers
direct confirmation that he is the one that conquered the seas? Though that's told to us from Oda, from Kaido.
He deserves that credit, but at the same time, he didn't fight the one guy that's on par with him.
You think that was because of Roger or because of Whitebeard? That's because Whitebeard just didn't have the ambition.
They said it was Whitebeard's era.
It doesn't mean that Whitebeard's weaker because he doesn't want the One Piece.
Roger rolled the ambition is his power in One Piece. Ambition is literally your power. If you don't have the ambition to rise to the top, then you're not gonna be that guy, bro.
Bro, they literally gave Whitebeard his position as King of the Seas, like not really King of the Seas, but the strongest power after Roger died, bro.
Like that's what he got that title. No, Shiki pulls up and he's like, "Well, now that Roger is out of the way, it's your era now."
It's your era.
Like that. This is what they're saying because he's second to Roger,
known
bro.
For strength specifically.
Why is Roger known for strength specifically?
Whitebeard is he's powerful.
He's very powerful.
Roger's legacy is way more broad because he's on the global
but it doesn't matter.
One Piece.
They give us strength feats through words about Roger.
I feel like we got to look at what exactly makes a character's hockey strong: their willpower, their ambition, their drive. And Roger transcend all with that ambition. He is the top one pirate of his era until further notice, bro. Nobody accomplished what he did before. Like I said, they said it's blank era. It was Rock's era. It was Whitebeard era. But nobody ever was called the king of the pirates because they never did what Roger did. I don't think Sanji and Zoro are equals. I've said this a million times. They're not equals. I just don't, like, bro, why y'all? Who are y'all arguing with? Why do y'all argue with niggas? Like, I never said that. I've said a million times Zoro is stronger than Sanji. I just don't think the gap is as huge as people try to act. In the same vein, I'm not saying that Whitebeard. Roger just shits on Whitebeard.
It's like comparing Sanji to like Kid. Like, why is Sanji stronger than Kid?
Sanji is stronger than Kid.
Yeah, but like his ambition isn't even.
But you got to think. But Sanji's ambition is also to make Luffy the king, though. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, that's not better than Kid's.
I mean, nigga, it's a million niggas that want to be king of the pirate. That don't mean they all got to be stronger than Sanji. But at the very top, right, people that actually have some type of standing behind that goal of being a king of the pirate, that's when you got to look at ambition as the difference maker. That's why I think that Shanks is stronger than Mihawk, but it's not far. And I know, like, it's arbitrary, it's ambiguous, it's whatever. But I think when you make a power system based 90% off willpower and overcoming like defeat and strength and your ambition and your drive, then having a character that accomplished the greatest feat and is called the king of the pirates, and it's not like strength is never mentioned with Roger. Strength is always tied to him as well. Like, we literally hear Kaido say, Roger conquered the seas because of his haki. Your haki is your power. If he conquered the seas because of his haki and having the greatest ambition, then Roger is the strongest pirate of his era. I think we overcomplicate things sometimes.
I'm still going to give Roger like I said, I'll put Roger over Whitebeard for now. But it's at the same time, it's like we haven't really seen much of Whitebeard. We saw him clash with Roger, and that's like really it. Like prime Whitebeard.
Sick Roger, by the way. sick Roger, by the way.
Sick Roger. Like, does that really affect his strength?
Yes, I don't care.
No,
yes,
he only had
a disease
that
kills you, not affect your strength, bro.
Bro,
he had a year left to live, right? At that point,
yeah, it was 2 more years after that. I think he's about 2 years
left to live, bro. Like, come on, like this is not affecting Roger's strength.
Yeah, it is, bro.
A terminal illness, bro. Like, you
2 years away from it, like
blood.
Bro
had pirate AIDS, like, bro. You aren't getting away with
it. It's Roger, bro. It's not. Like, how long? Look,
bro. Ninja AIDS and pirate AIDS, bro.
It's untouchable. Don't tell me you're one of those people that take it to the extreme of someone's drive or ambition. How strong they are. No, it's not just black and white, simple. Listen, bro.
Because look, Oda says that Roger's health didn't affect his strength, but like, I don't know, because
no, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Oh no,
he just said that he was in good shape today. No, it was
Shanks with his arm.
Crocus. He said it was when they pulled
Shanks'
up
arm.
Oh yeah, he did say that about Shanks.
I'm like, bro,
but when Crocus when they put up on Shiki them in the air, people like to take this and misconstrue it. And they was like, ain't Roger sick today? Like, he can't fight. And Crocus was like, nah, Roger's feeling good today. Niggas take that and say, well, that means Roger's sickness never affected his strength. Like, no, that's not the same thing, bro. But anyway, let me address this comment. I'm not one of those people that believes that just because you have a grander ambition means you're stronger than somebody else, because clearly it's niggas that went to the seas to be king of the pirates after Roger told people about the One Piece and didn't make it out of the East Blue. Ambition is not the only thing, but when ambition is the only thing that I can see separating two people that are extremely close, then I'm gonna lean towards that, because hockey is always seems to be linked to ambition. So like I said, for example, Zoro and Sanji. I think Zoro and Sanji are very close in strength, but Zoro has a much grander ambition than Sanji does. Because of that, I think his hockey is stronger. I think Mihawk and Shanks are extremely close in strength, but because Shanks seemingly has a grander ambition than Mihawk, or at least a greater path to play in the world as like the balance keeper or whatever the fuck he's doing, then I give it to Shanks. Same thing with Whitebeard and Roger.
I have a question about that.
Extremely close. But
I have a question about that, bro.
I'm giving it to Roger. What's up?
If Mihawk already achieved dreams, wouldn't that make him have a grander will? Because he actually achieved what he was doing.
That dream So like, look at it like this: Sanji is gonna find the all blue, right? He's gonna achieve it the same way Zoro is gonna become the world's strongest swordsman. But which one of those dreams do you think it requires a grand ambition to do?
Well, it depends on what the all blue is. Like depends on what it takes. Because I mean, I could see Oda equaling out the importance of their dreams.
Yeah, because finding the all blue might be like thinking all of the rest of the islands.
Yeah, but that don't mean Sanji himself has to do it. Like,
but I will say though, Zoro's dream is more pressed than Sanji's dream. Like,
yeah,
Sanji,
in the same vein, like Shanks's destiny or whatever does seem to be much more intricate and tied in with the story and the One Piece itself, right?
Died of Shamrock.
No, Shamrock over me. But like his dream and his ambition to like even like a few years ago, I mean not a few years ago, a long time ago, it was like, we talk about who's the freest pirate on the seas right now. Then it's Shanks, right? That's hockey, that's willpower, that's ambition. Becoming the world's strongest swordsman to me is not as.
I'm like, bro, like.
I mean, Mihawk said it himself. That's a much more perilous path.
Like Whitebeard didn't even care about the One Piece or getting in Roger's way, and like the moment that Roger dies, how you said Shiki, he's like, yeah, this is your era now. What are you gonna do with it? But it's like, bro, like I don't see how that really factors in here, because if the moment that Roger dies and everyone's like, yeah, this is Whitebeard's era, it's not even questioned.
That means he was just unquestionably number 2. That's like if
to be
retires right now, everybody gonna be like, yeah,
it has to be a conversation. It can't just be no, bro. No.
That's literally, bro. That is literally the same thing.
How come they didn't acknowledge that is Whitebeard and Roger's era though?
Because look, Whitebeard was kind of just gathering his crew, raising everybody up. It's like a whole different dynamic where Roger's had his crew for 20 years already. Rayleigh is already like one of the strongest.
The dynamic is a byproduct of the ambition and the dream, though. Like Whitebeard just wanted to have a family, so he was content with just sailing the seas and being a pirate and finding orphans or whatever.
But bro, even doing that, even just kind of chilling, like just raising his family, whatever. He's like, I don't think we realize how strong you have to be for just to be kind of that laid back and still be like. Definitively your era, even over Kaido and all these people who are violent.
That's true. But you act like we say I'm just saying he's not strong.
But I'm saying if Whitebeard wanted to, how are we gonna say he couldn't be right there with Roger? We don't know who would have won that fight. Maybe if he wanted Roger Pirates would have won that war.
If Whitebeard wanted to be stronger than Roger and wanted to become the king of the pirates, then it would reflect in his hockey.
But he never cared because he's like, whatever, bro.
So that also reflects in his hockey.
It's not a matter of him being jealous of Roger's strength or anything. In his mind, he's already confident in what he has. He's like, I'm already better than Roger.
What?
I'm doing my own thing. I don't need to chase what Roger's chasing.
Right. But that's what I'm saying, Preach.
But
Whitebeard's lack of ambition, like, is why I think Roger is stronger. Like, you're saying if... It is literally you're saying if Whitebeard wanted to be the king of the pirates, he could have done it. But the fact that he didn't shows you that he did not have the drive to do so. If Whitebeard wanted to be the king of the pirates, then his entire character and all of his dynamics and his themes or whatever would be completely different. So it wouldn't be Whitebeard at that point. We would be talking about a whole different guy. It would damn near be Kaido. Like that's who a version of Whitebeard that want to be the king of the pirates. It's like a Kaido or whatever. But like that's not who he was. So like we can't just say, well, if he wanted to do this, because it's saying you can be like, well, okay, well if blank had this, then they would be stronger. Right?
Here's what I'm really saying. I'm saying if you
the lack of desire isn't really a disrespect to Whitebeard, honestly. I mean, when we was back on Whitebeard, the one thing he wanted was a family. So he got what he wanted to accomplish. But having a family isn't on the same trajectory as one to be president or one to be a governor of anything of that sort.
But yeah, look, this is a better way to explain this for Whitebeard, because it's like I said, it's a whole different. You got to look at what drives him. So imagine in his prime, if you took Marco, Ace, and the government captured them, and they did the same thing with Ace with his entire main crew. You're telling me Whitebeard wouldn't be on the same level of power as Roger with that rage?
I mean, sure.
Like, can you
we see people
really
go
tell
above
me?
and beyond, but that's kind of proving the point. We see
No,
people
it's not, because
when they're put in
that's what he
situations.
actually
No,
cares
listen.
about.
When they're put in
Bro.
situations where you have to fight for your dream, then we see you go above and beyond your strength, and you grow in order to be able to fight and accomplish your goal. But Whitebeard's goal of just wanting a family did not put him in situations where he had to do that. Versus Roger, whose willpower and dream was to basically change the world and find the One Piece.
That's
So
not
he
true.
would, of
That's
course,
not true.
what?
No, that's absolutely not true, because we're saying after Roger dies and Rayleigh and everyone disappears, and Garp, Sengoku, Kong, all the admirals still couldn't take down Whitebeard. And he's protecting his entire family, guarding the new world.
But this is the thing.
So
I feel
how is
like
that
you
even
keep looking at it as
possible,
if
bro? Like,
you keep looking at it
they
as if
had
we're
to-
saying because Roger's willpower was stronger than Whitebeard's. I mean, like it's like a huge drop off or something. Whitebeard, like wanting to have your
the
own family in the
undisputed-
context of how Whitebeard wanted it is extremely impressive. It's just not as impressive as what Roger wanted.
Bro, if Whitebeard is the undisputed guy of this era, right? And they're sending Marines after him.
After when did he become that guy? When did he become that guy?
After Roger died. But you're telling me that
Why was
Whitebeard
it after
never had
Roger
to
died?
encounter certain fights on his path, right? Roger's embracing them
Not in the way of Roger.
directly. Yeah, well, okay, Roger's going direct about
Roger is seeking out conflict to do what
it.
he
Yeah,
wanted
he
to do.
is. But you're telling me Whitebeard never had to deal with that type of issue?
Not to the same extent of Roger, no.
Well, I think Whitebeard might have had to deal with more, because Roger's going after people, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna take this poneglyph from Big Mom and run away. But the thing
I was
is,
fighting with Oda.
the Marines had 20 years, and you're telling me in 20 years they never even attempted to go and try to do something with Whitebeard and try to take down his power and influence?
Did
I mean,
they
from
ever
what
do that
we
with
gathered,
Kaido?
Watching the Marines, they don't really just go out their way
Bro.
to defeat the Yonko. Like,
Did they
need
ever
permission
do
to go fight the Yonko?
When
we ever
Kaido
seen
set
that?
up in Wano, did they ever do that?
Never.
That's
When
way
he-
too
Like, when
far
did
out
we?
there.
They
bro.
went.
Hold
They
on,
went to one on to
Did
work
they-
with Kaido.
Did they go to Big Mom's
They don't do that
empire
with
and
Yonko
attack
'cause
her?
They know
It's different.
it requires too much.
It's
How is it
different.
different?
Wano is an unexplored land, right? So Fishman Island is
Right.
guarding the New World.
Okay, what about
Okay,
Big
what about
Mom?
Big
It's
Mom?
right there. What about Big Mom?
Why didn't they go attack Big Mom?
When have we ever seen?
Bro, because
like,
they
it sound
can't
like
even,
a,
because
it
the
sound like
reason
a
they
Rico.
can't attack Big Mom is because of Whitebeard, because they can't even get through the
Huh?
New World.
Yeah, bro, you act like Whitebeard was guarding the entire New World.
But he really was.
No, he was. He had
really
his
was.
islands just like the Yonko had their own islands.
But the
He had
Marines never
Fishman
had
Island
anything
on
in the
his
New World
territory.
until now, until Whitebeard died.
They had power, bro. Garp was in the New World.
Yeah,
They had
Garp-
pirates in the New World.
Garp
bro.
was, but they
and that
weren't-
wasn't because of him. They moved to the New World because they just saw how strong the pirates were getting. They needed to move their base to the New World. But like that's not because of Whitebeard that he stopped them from being up. Come on, bro.
It absolutely
Who
is
just
because of
left?
Whitebeard, because they brought Whitebeard to their home
Whitebeard
court.
is the reason.
They wanted
Where
home
is
court
that
advantage
even
to
stated?
fight Whitebeard, even when he was
Where
old.
is that stated that Whitebeard is the reason that the Marines couldn't go into the New
That
World?
is stated in the manga that he's the guardian of the New World, just as far
Where?
as territory wise, because he
Because of
owns Fishman Island. Yeah,
But the Marines can travel into the New World because they can traverse
they
the
can
calm
travel,
belt.
but
Go to the calm belt.
what I'm saying is they can't.
Yeah, calm
They
belt.
can't move the same way. They can.
Bro, they can
send
paddle
Garp in
calmly
there.
over the calm belt. Like they literally have no issues getting to the New World.
I don't think Whitebeard saying I'm over Fishman Island is like Marines can't come. It's just like pirates don't mess with my territory.
Yeah, because
But I don't
just
think
gonna
the-
teleport over there.
I don't think the Marines is like we can't go through Fishman Island because Whitebeard owns it. I don't think that's how that part works.
Man, it's a government affiliated island, so they definitely it wasn't stopping nothing.
Well, I don't know, bro, because as far as what I'm saying, the world government didn't do anything in Wano in the New World until Whitebeard died.
What they didn't want to, that was only thing them niggas doing in water was working with Kaido buying guns.
Wado stronger for the weak. I mean for the oppressors.
And like the New World is considered, yeah, the New World is this world that's like untamable by the Marines. That's true, but that's not just because of Whitebeard. It's because of all of the Yonko.
Yeah, but who's leading that era? It was Whitebeard.
Whitebeard, yeah,
That wasn't even
passively.
question, bro. And Kaido, we know how strong Kaido is.
But the fact that you arguing the fact that a nigga gained an era by default because Roger died means he's stronger than
I know,
Roger.
and then
That's
you're-
what?
and then
I
you're
just
acting
now
like-
realized.
And then you're acting like
Yeah.
Whitebeard didn't get stronger for 20 more
We got number
years.
4 after an
We
hour,
haven't even
bro.
placed the next one yet.
All right, that's fine. And like I said we can put Roger over.
We're
I'm
trying
just
to
saying.
figure out if it's Roger.
I don't like this
if
thing
it's-
of like Roger is like clearly ahead of Whitebeard. I think it's very close.
Bro, I feel like if
I mean, Oda pretty
told
much
us that
says
Roger conquered the seas because of his hockey from a nigga that was on a crew with Whitebeard. These words came out of his mouth. Like, I ain't saying that Roger is just shitting on Whitebeard, but I think that Roger is stronger than Whitebeard. It's an extreme dip fight every single time.
And
Yeah,
also, their
can
fighting styles
Whitebeard win?
different. Like
Yeah.
Whitebeard, if I'm taking into consideration of a war, I'm taking Whitebeard, bro. This guy, especially just off like destruction and chaos.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna help you when you got a divine departure in your fucking mouth.
They said how Shanks did Kid is how Roger did Whitebeard their first encounter.
All right, so, hold on, we gotta go back.
Oh,
So I put Whitebeard under Roger, but what about Ryuma?
I got Ryuma. Me personally, I'm fine with Ryuma over Roger. I'm not mad at it. I have Roger over Ryuma, but I'm not mad at that at all.
I ain't even
All right.
thinking about Ryuma yet.
And then what about Xebec?
Ryuma is just a mythical fighter.
Xebec?
Give me Xebec. Okay, I'm gonna go. Let me see.
So
I have-
for me, it goes Roger.
You said Garp. Zane
For
said
me, it
Garp.
goes.
Garp over Whitebeard. Bro.
Okay,
No,
listen.
he said Garp over Roger and
I have-
Xebec, I think.
No, I didn't. Say
Garp.
No,
Zane
okay.
said that.
I think Roger, peak Roger is stronger than peak Garp. So I'll put Roger, Garp, and then Rocks for me. That's how it goes.
Yeah, I had Roger, Ryuma, Rocks, Garp, but Garp I don't know why I had Garp on the Rocks. Put Rocks over that bum ass nigga. That nigga might be the
Roger
most.
F4.
Listen, bro.
So
Go ahead,
Xebec
JJ. Go ahead.
over Whitebeard?
I got the Xebec rant coming soon though. All this shit pissing me off, but we'll get to it.
Wait, hold on. Wait, so Garp?
Recency bias,
You
bro.
say Garp ahead of Whitebeard,
100%.
right? But what about, is he ahead of Xebec?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I don't
Garp
know
is
about
very
that, bro.
peak. Garp is very peak. I mean, I just got the same argument I have.
But
for
you
Roger.
gotta look at it like this. Back in a couple chapters ago, it mentioned it was Garp, Roger, and Rocks that were the heads of that
it did
era.
say they were the heads
And
of the era, 100%.
Garp and Roger went on decades after and still
That's
grew
fine, but-
stronger from that day.
They had their own era, but Whitebeard had his own era to himself. With Garp was in that era, by the way, and Whitebeard.
But he's
is
not
still
a pirate. You're not gonna say it's a
Bro,
marine
yeah,
pirate.
that's for
No,
pirates,
but
bro.
Oda gave Garp that era with Xebec and
He
Roger.
just said they was like at the forefront of the air, like it's the biggest figures. But like, Shiki not pulling up on Garp like, yo, it's your era now. He's a marine, bro.
Look, I'm not putting Garp over Whitebeard.
I think it's.
Listen, Godfist would beat Whitebeard, bro.
Give me Garp.
That man did a whole earthquake with his bare hands at 80 years old.
'Cause that's the thing, bro. We never
Devil
see-
fruit
'cause, like, we
hacks.
get all this hype for Garp in his prime and Roger. We still haven't even touched what Whitebeard could be capable. An angry Whitebeard, like you snatch Margot and
Well,
he
we
goes on
saw
a
it.
rage in a
We
rampage.
saw it. That nigga,
We saw it in the
he was too busy running
Sakazuki
around
ate
as a
it.
Wasi one.
So
He was too busy running around as a
No, man, we
Wasi
gotta
one
see
instead
a
of being like,
prime
you know.
Whitebeard just go
There's
off.
no such thing. Nigga just around, bro. He's a fucking.
My Whitebeard was Odin flashback.
Odin flashback. That nigga was boxing. That nigga was fighting fucking Odin. The same Odin. No, actually, no. A much stronger Odin because he had been traveling with Roger for 5 to 7. I mean, with Whitebeard for like 5 years. That nigga pulled up on Roger and got sent flying through 7 trees. Man, come on, dog. That nigga's
Come on,
not
man.
as strong as Roger, bro.
Well, you want Whitebeard to destroy the entire island?
they
They just
That
got
nigga
there
would
and like it's
Knock
like
him out. Use your hockey, my
his
nigga.
crews-
Something.
is tired from this long journey. You want him to blow up Wano?
If you got to destroy the island to be Odin, then you're not as
No,
strong as
what
Roger. Did Roger just have to destroy the entire island to do it?
That's not his power, bro. That's a different. Bro, come on.
He can. I bet that nigga can with that hockey.
No way, he can't.
I'm not.
JJ,
going.
what did you
All
say?
right.
Whitebeard or Garp?
I think it only makes sense to say Garp. I think it only makes sense to say Garp.
Look,
Like
chat,
we don't think Garp, if he was a pirate, he would be an admiral. I mean, not a Yonko. And you don't think he would have the type of strength to be able to say, I have my own era? And if he had to, like...
And by the way, I just want to say this. Roger
Garp's role slows down his ambition, but I feel like when it comes to will, Garp's will outdoes Whitebeard's will.
Hey, hold on.
All right, hold on. Xebec or Garp?
Garp.
Oh
I'm going Xebec on this one.
I feel like Xebec died too young, bro. That's the only. If Xebec would have lived
the time afterwards,
we did forget somebody, bro.
Right
yeah, I'm gonna get to him. I'm gonna get to him.
He's Roger's prime, and they already boxing with rocks.
Man, where the fuck is Dragon?
No, hold on. Before we get to Dragon, because we're in this era.
Harold.
That's what I was gonna say. We gotta do Harold just to finish off the era.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Get that nigga out of here.
No, bro.
Nah, respect Harold, bro.
Boot licking ass nigga cutting his hands off. Nah, fuck out of here. He ain't stronger than none of these niggas.
He might be, bro.
He's not stronger than Garp, Roger, or Xebec.
What, he had 20.
He might be stronger than Whitebeard. I give him Whitebeard.
He might be. I'm not gonna lie.
I can see that.
Nah, he's in this mix, bro. Like it's very close to all of them.
Give me.
But like you gotta remember, Harold ran the seas for like a century.
Here,
right?
I'm putting Harold over Garp.
Bro, niggas just wasn't around, bro.
I'm putting Harold over Garp, and
Harold over Garp,
and maybe even over Roger, bro.
No,
Harold over
what?
Garp.
Fuck no. Harold over Roger.
Yeah,
the best,
very close,
bro. Preach. You have some hot takes today, bro. I'll just say that.
The best Harold feat is
thing we've seen. Roger
Newborn Loki did that, and he climbed back up.
We haven't seen Roger do much more with Xebec than we've seen Harold do.
Bro, he fell down, made a crater in the ground, and literally crawled back up. That is one of the craziest feats.
That's a better feat than anything we saw Harold do. Bro, come on, man.
It's a better feat because it was a newborn baby, bro.
I'm not going, bro. Harold is overrated as fuck, bro.
No.
Dragon is stronger than Harold, bro.
Yeah, Dragon is stronger than Harold. And I think Shanks and Mihawk
are stronger than Harold.
I'm not fighting.
Well, okay,
I'm not fighting.
When I did my ranking, I had Harold.
Remember, Rock
right below
Rock
Garp,
said, "I need
Dragon
you, Harold, with that devil fruit. I need you with that devil fruit, so that we can get this done." Like,
all right, look, I have Harold below all of these characters, but I do have him over Shanks.
Nah, bro. That nigga just took his fucking island. It's his shit down, bro. Get the fuck out of here. That nigga was bum, bro.
Respect the current era, man.
Yeah, I feel like we got to be the old niggas up here, bro. So I think that on average, the older gen is stronger than the new gen, but some of them niggas deserve to be above. Like I think Dragon, Shanks, and Mihawk have arguments to be above some of these.
How Ryuma get the number 4 though?
Man, he's Zoro fan, bro. You can't get sneak none past these niggas, boy.
No, bro, I got Harold over Shanks.
You gotta watch Preach with that. With
Shanks,
the pen. We gotta
Shanks,
what makes you say Harold over Shanks?
Harold over Shanks is blasphemous.
Shanks could be another Roger, but he's not. I don't think he's there yet. By the end of the story,
he's not Roger.
He
Nah, he's not Roger. But
he could be another.
Well, he
Roger.
has one arm, bro. He could never be Roger.
He damn sure close to.
You can't be Roger with one arm.
Hey man, you can't be Ryuma with one eye.
Ryuma didn't have an eye. He was a one-eyed swordsman.
He didn't have one eye. Damn.
Harold is like a.
All these niggas suck, bro.
This is what I wanted to see.
Bro, this nigga stepped on a circus, bro. He beat us. Like he's come on, bro.
Respected by Xebec. He's respected by the world government.
He's not. They tried to turn that nigga into a pack mule. He's not respected by the world government.
But that's because they know what he wants for his nation.
That
has nothing to do with his strength.
You're not showing his strength, bro. Garp over Whitebeard is peak stupidity. Well,
that is, but
I'm there.
Wait, who over Whitebeard?
I'm there. He's Garp. We saw Harold fighting Xebec.
Yeah, Garp is definitely stronger than Whitebeard, bro.
Yeah, we saw Harold fighting Xebec.
Bro, Garp.
Why are we acting like? Why are we just glossing over the fact that He was fighting the strongest pirate of his era.
Did we not see the portrayal of Garp and Whitebeard on God Valley, bro? Like, did we not see the difference in portrayal?
Whitebeard was another person out there. He was an NPC, bro. Like, he one of them characters you walk up to, they don't even got no voice actor. But Garp, when Garp landed, the whole mood changed. Like, Xebec and Roger's like, oh shit. How about I think about Whitebeard ass?
And let's be for real, bro. Whitebeard and Garp weren't that far off in age.
Niggas think about Golden Lion Shiki before they was talking about Whitebeard. Nah, let me chill out.
Listen, I respect Whitebeard.
But
he's not stronger than Roger.
Here's the thing: Roger, Xebec, Garp, Whitebeard, Harold. I think all of them are like interchangeable at this point, bro. Like, it's very close.
I think all of them but Roger, but yeah.
You really think Roger's in a different tier?
I ain't gonna say a different tier, but I think when Roger became the king of the pirates, he kind of like set himself apart. But like I said, it's still extreme depth. Like, it's not, but he just is strong.
Roger is probably the strongest human in history, bro. Like, pure human.
Like, we gotta look at like Luffy, like, hey, that's facts, Jose. But you know, he gonna make up for it. But yeah, we gotta look at like a lot of stuff in that regard. It's a little tricky when it comes to the Xebec and stuff. But I think Roger is just clearly like the king of the pirates. That's what he is, literally.
I don't think we're going to build the story around the third strongest man of his time. You know?
I think it's just that simple. Like, I think people be acting like, you know, we be jumping through hoops, but watching anime and manga, you don't make the king of the pirates weaker than a whole bunch of other niggas. It's just that simple. Just like Luffy, dad. Like, everybody that questioned the dragon was going to be strong for the longest. We gotta pay attention to tropes sometimes, bro.
Yeah, but One Piece is different because you got like we just said, they're all so close.
They close, yeah, but that mean
like
they're not stronger though.
So what would
it's like
I don't want to spoil something for JJ here, but
that nigga not
I won't do it. I won't do it. Naruto.
What show? No, he's not watching it, bro. Bro, we've
JJ,
been to OPU.
Are you gonna watch Naruto one day?
No.
I'm gonna tap in, but go ahead. Cook.
All right, because I don't want to get into a whole Naruto power scaling, but like, how would you compare Minato to the other Hokage?
Minato? I think Minato never got a chance
is in the same league as Toby Rama.
Yeah, and that's like without
he would have been
prime, you know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I'm saying. So there's
honestly
comparable fighters in the same group.
But being comparable, but you think either of them stronger than Hashirama?
Bro, Minato was put in the same league as Hashirama, though. So
is he stronger?
Hashirama is like the Roger of.
Roger
is
I don't
Hashirama. think he's obviously. Yeah, Roger is Hashirama.
Before Naruto, like outside of Naruto, Hashirama is the strongest
Hokage. As much hype as Hashirama.
I think Minato had as much.
I would say he's more like the
potential
Roger,
to surpass him.
Like Minato is connected to the very
Minato
beginning
is dragon,
of the story,
bro.
The same way that Roger is.
I feel like,
bro, Hashirama had a deep life to live, though.
Yeah, he left to an old man. Dragon is a Minato that didn't pass young. Hashirama is Goldie Roger. Like this, and I'm not saying it's a one-on-one thing. You know, people in the comments like, we mean this and that. We're just looking at the figure and who they are. Look at the way Hashirama is portrayed. Madara is Xebec. Madara had to get Hashirama sales to surpass Hashirama. Like it was always something. It was always strong. But like it even did. Hashirama came back. That nigga had Hashirama sales, and Hashirama was still boxing his ass up. But like obviously, you know, it wound up separating. But like I think if we talking about like this, the role they represent in the story, if you look at how Hashirama is portrayed and presented, that's what I think Roger is. If you look at Minato, Dragon is like Minato, but if Minato didn't die young and was able to just continue on along his own path, you know, that's how I look at it.
I don't know, bro, because I feel like Minato was like You know, it's like a whole reveal and everything, and like
So
it's like cut more
So we
hype for the story.
so we have Joy Boy Nika at our 1, Emu at, oh no, y'all put Davy Jones at 2, right?
Minato was 24 when he died. Bro.
Emu at 3.
Do you think
Ryuma
Minato
at
would have been stronger than Hashirama?
If Minato could have surpassed Hashirama, but at 24 years old, he did not.
That's fair.
Yo, we need to timestamp the Naruto power scaling real quick.
Hey man, that's
we
a tough
got
one too, though.
Joy Boy, Davy Jones, Emu, Ryuma, Roger, Xebec, Garp,
If you don't get
Whitebeard.
Ryuma out that 4 spot,
Nah, let the Zoro fans have it, but just put a note
And then
beside it and
Harold.
say JJ and Krow don't agree.
So who deserves? Because you guys said Shanks deserves to be
Bro,
above
Shanks
Harold.
is stronger than Harold, Mihawk is stronger than Harold, Dragon is stronger than Harold.
No,
The
I
the
put
next
Shanks-
one
I
in
put
line
Shanks
should be
above-
either Dragon or Sakazuki, bro. That's who I.
Man, get the fuck.
put Shanks
out
above
of
Whitebeard.
here.
too.
I agree. Dragon is
Yeah, put Shanks
my
above
current
Whitebeard.
era number 1.
Bro, Dragon and Sakazuki have a link, bro. They are the
Yeah, they
same
work together. They work
age.
for
They
the
were
same
both
job.
Navy.
Let's do Dragon.
They
Then
both-
we'll do Shanks and
No.
Mihawk
It's
after.
deeper than that, bro.
I got Krow
Sakazuki
now. Them
has
niggas
to
ain't
be with
stronger than-
Dragon, bro.
Where does Dragon rank in this list? If we're just looking at what it
He
is
would
right
be-
now.
Right-
I think
now.
Dragon is stronger than Whitebeard, but put him on the Whitebeard. Fuck it. Just
Nah, I don't
off of
think
the
he's
strength
stronger
of
than
no
Whitebeard.
feats. Just off the strength of no
look, I
feats.
said Dragon.
Put him
Is,
under
I have him
Whitebeard at
stronger
9.
than Garp. And I mean, it's kind of weird because the list, but
mean,
I would
I'd
put him
agree.
personally above Garp, maybe below Whitebeard.
I would put him below Xebec as it stands. But once we get feats for him, then I think it's justified then. But right
Okay,
now, with
so
no
this-
feats, I think it's very tough to do that. So I'd say put him under Whitebeard.
Under Whitebeard?
Shanks needs to be next on this list.
Yeah, Shanks next, and then
Shanks,
Garland.
we gotta do Shanks and
Oh,
Mihawk.
shit.
Shanks, Mihawk, and Garland
That's-
next. That's the next
yeah.
3.
Why are
Dragon
we
and
just
Dragon
like
are
skipping
equivalent.
over Sakazuki, bro?
We could get to
Bro,
it, bro.
listen, bro.
Nah, it's right now,
We're
bro.
gonna
Like,
do
We gonna get all
Like,
them dudes. Hell,
bro, him and Dragon
bro.
next to each other, bro. Why are we acting like that, bro? He's a 5 billion bear bounty man, bro.
Let me ask you this.
Bruh.
We are not finna skip
Don't be
over
hell
this
next
Pirate
to
King
Jordan.
level
We'll
individual.
do him right
Never
now.
been
We'll do him
put on
next.
this story.
He is right next to Dragon, and that is, bro. That has to be it, bro.
Hey, bro, he's not even. Nah,
Bro, they worked
Respect him,
together
bro.
he's not
30
stronger than
years
Harold.
ago.
He's not stronger than Harold.
Yeah, give me
Bro,
Harold.
they are the same age. They have a beef since they were children. Like, come on, bro.
Who said that? Nobody knows that. Bro. The
Okay,
only
not
thing
children,
we know
since teenagers.
confirmed- No, the only thing we know confirmed is that Sakazuki don't like Dragon. Dragon ain't never said this nigga name.
Cause he's
That don't
scared,
mean
bro.
they got
He knows
beef.
if he mentions
What
the name
side
of the
beef is
god,
that?
he's gonna come out of nowhere.
That's just a nigga hating. That
We'll
ain't
do-
beef.
we'll
That's
do-
just somebody
we'll do
hating on you,
Sakazuki.
bro.
Where does Sakazuki?
I don't
rank?
like Jay-Z.
Sakazuki is stronger than Shanks, bro.
No, he's not, bro.
He
No,
is,
he's not.
bro.
What?
He is.
What?
What is Shanks' bounty? What is Shanks' bounty? What is Sakazuki's bounty, bro?
That's a
Why do
different-
people
hold on,
just
that's-
ignore that,
That's
bro?
a whole different bounty system, though. That's cross guild.
It doesn't matter,
Zoro
bro.
will be
Oda
weaker than
put that
Bucky
in there for
under
a
that
reason.
logic,
Why-
man.
Why do you think-
Hold on. What's Shank's bounty? What's Mihawk bounty?
But that's different though, because Shanks has an entire.
no,
No,
it's
listen though. Shanks has an entire about around that.
Sakazuki has an entire marine organization under him.
Bro, Mihawk has cross guild. What are you talking about?
And that's another thing. I told y'all, Mihawk fans, I got to stop that shit. Acting like he's not a part of Cross Guild, bro. They literally said, let's issue Cross Guild bounties. And then we have the world's strongest swords for Mihawk. But niggas be like, well, Mihawk ain't even got no crew. He still got a 3. No, he's in Cross Guild.
Bro, that is two different scenarios. You cannot,
No, it's not, bro. He's in
You
direct
can't put those
war
together,
with
bro.
the Marines.
bro. The
Bruh.
difference is, do you not see the jump from? It's a 2 billion berry jump from normal admirals.
Hold on. I think something is actually hilarious right now, though.
What?
We didn't put Sengoku on the list at
No,
all.
no, Sengoku's not on this list. Bro. He's not in my top 20.
He's a bum,
No,
bro.
He could be number 20.
No, he can't even be on
Nah.
the list, bro. He don't.
That nigga's ass,
Just
bro.
have him move
Nobody
the
cares
needle.
about
He's number
Sengoku.
20.
He's
We ain't all the
ass.
way down there yet.
He
could
wasn't
be
even
number
at God
20.
Valley.
That nigga said Mihawk over Akinu over
If
Shanks.
he was at
Boy,
God
that's what he
Valley,
said.
I would give him some respect, but
Akainu is over Shanks, bro. He is.
No way, bro.
I promise you, bro.
No way.
I promise you, he
I, ain't
is.
gonna lie, I feel like we're gonna get a
Yeah,
feat from
yeah,
from Garland doing God Valley that's gonna make us put him up there with like Xebec and them, bro.
Bro, we gotta look at the Gorosei buff he got too, bro. Like,
Yeah,
people
But,
forget
so I
about
guess
that.
The question then is, who was a stronger version, Prime Garling or Gorosei Garling?
Probably. Well, we
Probably
need to.
Gorosei
Okay, so we know that
Garland.
they get regen, but like, do they also just like? Are you really? Because I feel like if it like the idea they returned you to your peak physical condition, do we think he would look younger if it did that? Right.
Yeah.
I think it just gives him like the peak physical condition he can be of today, right? And just he loses like a stamina factor and all that.
How
Like, he's
old is
almost
Garland?
70 something.
Okay,
But because like with
so
that, like I think about it, like with that same logic, like if we look at the current Gorosei and we like look at like their ages and how old they were when they became Gorosei, then like you would have to assume that the youngest looking one would be in the best shape. Which I mean, it's not far fetched, but I feel like Nozuru is damn near the oldest looking one, and he's probably the strongest too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
No.
and the fastest,
Oh, this nigga's
easily.
top man, bro.
Bro.
That's
Top man is
crazy.
trash, bro.
You call him the fastest one, and he got speed.
No one
Gotcha.
agrees that Sakazuki is ahead of Shanks, right?
Yeah,
Bro,
Sakazuki sucks.
Bro, he's above Shanks, bro.
Sakazuki over Shanks is like. Bro, did you see how much shit was running down his leg when Shanks came to Mihawk, bro?
Bro,
That nigga was.
why
he had
does
cash
everybody
money.
forget about the
Everybody.
crew that was right behind him,
Bro,
bro?
the crew wasn't even on the island yet, bro. It was Sakazuki, and his
Bro, but-
he had
but
contact with Shanks' sword. Pause. And
When
he just-
Shanks pulls up, who is always behind him?
Okay, it's two other admirals, and it's Sengoku and it's Garp to worry about them. But Shanks was right in front of you, and you ain't do a damn thing. Mister, all pirates need to sink
That's
to the bottom of the
Sengoku.
ocean.
That's
Man, please, that
Sengoku.
nigga was scared, bro.
Nah, that's Sengoku's orders, bro.
Sweat trickling down. Look, I can hear it. Look,
I think it was-
Bro, you're telling me he
sound
was
like
sca-
Sasquatch
he was scared of that, but
I don't think
Whitebeard's punch got wrecked.
He's not scared of
Yeah,
Shanks,
Whitebeard
but
got cancer.
I think he's just tired. Like
Bro, Sakazuki is
He
up
was
He
there,
wasn't
bro.
too
I'm
tired to
telling
kill
y'all.
his subordinate. He wasn't
Listen,
too tired to kill
Okay,
his
fine.
subordinate.
Y'all can put Shanks over him, but I know that's wrong. So y'all can do that.
That's nuts, bro. All right, let's go ahead and try to run. I gotta leave
all right,
in a
let's
few
do
minutes.
Shanks,
So
Mihawk,
let's try to ride it.
Garling. Well, first, so what Garling?
Sakazuki.
What version of Garling?
Why? Wait. Why is Shanks
I mean,
over
I feel
Mihawk?
like just because he's strong.
Why is
I
Shanks
feel like
over
we can
Mihawk,
just
bro?
we can just assume it's the peak. Hey, you why you talking now? Don't make us put Garland over Mihawk, big dog. They need to chill out. You feel me?
I think I do.
Nah.
have Mihawk. I do.
You keep making us think about it. We gonna change some more shit. You know.
I think I do.
Nah.
What about
don't worry.
Shamrock? Did Shamrock make y'all list?
He's
very
on the
low.
bottom.
He's on the
He's
bottom.
below Luffy.
He's in
The
the
only
bottom
reason I
with
think
Loki.
Shamrock is so much weaker than Shanks is because of their ambition difference.
Oh, see, when I say ambition, motherfucker, like I'm talking about a mythical
I didn't say
being or
that.
something. I was talking the comments. I wonder if they gonna say something
Oh.
about that. You know what I'm saying? Sakazuki. Okay, after Sakazuki, who we looking at? We want to get to talking about
Wait, hold
Gorosei
up.
now.
Wait,
Y'all
no,
want to put
I got
Nozuru?
Garling
I put
over Mihawk.
Kaido.
I actually do have Garling.
No, we
over
need
Mihawk.
Kaido up here too, bro.
I think we can wait till we get a feat. After this, we'll see
That's-
Priest. But
that's
for now,
fair.
I think
That's
If
Mihawk.
we ain't got Luffy on
Kaido-
the page, then we can't
Kaido
have
has
on
to
the
be
page.
by Shanks,
I
bro.
have Kaido over
Kaido gotta be by
No,
Sakazuki.
Shanks.
sir.
Huh? Why Kaido gotta be by Shanks?
Kaido,
Yeah,
Because
Kaido is at
Kaido
the
is one of
bottom
the
of list
strongest-
where we at now.
actually, I got
but
Kaido.
Kaido was
Momo.
one of the strongest beings ever to be on this.
I'd take
Bruh.
Big Momo.
Like, we're
and
just
Kaido.
not-
Well, here's
That's
what I got.
insanity.
I got Shanks, Garling, and then Kaido, and then Mihawk.
So he's going. I mean, that's not bad. All right. well,
Why
we can
is
go Kaido
Garling
next.
over Kaido?
I think that Gorosei Garland is probably stronger.
Nah, definitely
mean,
not, bro. He is not beating mythical 100% healthy
that's-
mythical
That's
zone
fair.
Kaido.
I think
Nah, bro.
that's true. I'll give it to Kaido.
Hybrid Kaido at that. Nah.
I'll give it to Kaido.
Kaido would not be saying your stab wounds didn't cut deep enough. He wouldn't be saying that to Garling. I'm sorry, yo.
Yeah, I'll give it to Kaido.
Well, he wouldn't take those shots. He wouldn't take those shots from Garling
I
though.
didn't really think
But
about
Garland can heal though.
this bottom half of the list too much, but I think you're right. I think I put Kaido.
But we all know, bro.
Let's go. Vince Mo. Hold on. We forgot Vince Mo Romeo, bruh. How?
Bro, he's
Oh,
one.
Lord.
Wait,
He
no,
gotta be
Penzoro too. Damn,
Penzoro-
our whole
Penzoro got there. If
whole list
Penzoro
is
on the
messed
list,
up.
then Zeph is on the list, bro. Nah, real shit. Visco Romeo is number. It should be under Ryuma, but I'm gonna let it slide.
Nah, we could put Vince Smoke Romeo like right above Judge. I think that's fair.
Hey man, the gap between the people so close, it don't really matter where you put them. That's facts, though. I mean, for the most part, I think it's some of the placements matter, but for the most part, like a lot of them are like extremely
Very close.
I think once you get past Garp, Roger, and Xebec, you can start doing that.
Spitballs and shit.
Yeah, like we should have a space in between to like kind of differentiate the power levels with some of these characters.
That's true.
You know?
Y'all can probably do that when I
We'll do
leave.
this.
Just like
what's the first tier? Emu and up, right?
Emu, David Jones, and you put that gap.
And then
Harold, Ryuma, Roger, under.
Or you throw Shanks and Mihawk in there.
Ryuma through Garp.
Ryuma through Garp is his own list. I mean, gap. I'm not mad at that. I mean, I think
Kaido, then Garland.
Right, you know what? How about we finish the list first before we do some fancy shit? Because that's a whole different.
So we had Mihawk, Shanks.
We got Ben Beck in next.
How about we put names? How about we put names on the screen so we can at least like know who we thinking about to be on certain levels?
No, Joro then. Joro got to be next.
I have a hot take, bro.
Who that?
I have a hot take. Rayleigh above Big Mom, bro.
I got Rayleigh. You want I got Rayleigh above Mihawk.
No.
I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's crazy.
Hold on. Who is? Because Roger, Garp.
Hey, Rayleigh's stronger than Sakazuki.
Yeah, of course he is.
Rayleigh is not stronger than Sakazuki, bro. Bro, y'all gotta chill, bro.
He's on that.
Y'all need to get off them drugs y'all are taking, bro.
Hey, bro, because you got to think about who was fighting a lot. Like if Roger's fighting with Garp and Xebec, and then Rayleigh's left for everything else.
You're not left for everything else. Nah, come on.
Pretty much. Like,
where's Gabon at?
Gabon. I was saying like Gabon out of the crew. Like, come on, bro.
Well, I got Gabon right under Mihawk.
Okay, look, I ain't mad at it.
Why is Nah, Rayleigh is stronger than Mihawk, bro.
Nope. I mean,
I don't
quit disrespecting my boys, bro.
Why is it?
I don't think Rayleigh's stronger than Mihawk. I think Mihawk is like the version of Rayleigh that becomes his own captain.
Because if we could say Zoro gets that buff and Sanji get that buff because of their captain's dreams, why not the same thing for Rayleigh and Gabon?
I agree, but when I tried to say that in the Discord, I got fucking jumped by 7 niggas.
Well, I'm saying let's just be consistent with this list and not say like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Because we have at least we know Zoro and Sanji dream. Like, we don't know shit about Rayleigh. We just know he wanted to help Roger go to King of the Pirates. But I feel like that's a pretty big thing. Like, Ray and Gabon don't make top 20. Hey, I mean.
Listen, I know they're over Big Mom, bro. They're stronger than Big Mom.
Sakazuki, I feel like they got an argument to be in this brand. I ain't gonna lie. No, Rayleigh's stronger than Sakazuki.
No, he's not, bro.
Gabon probably like either equal.
Bro, whenever Sakazuki goes off, I don't want to hear none of y'all backtracking, bro. I don't want to hear any of y'all backtracking, bro.
I understand why we got Harold on this list. Like, why we talking about all these other names? Like, all these people we talking about, and Harold is a bona fide top 10. No, get Harold out of here.
Wait, hold up. No, Harold was in that era. Like, he's right there side by side with Garp, Roger, Whitebeard, Xebec.
The epithet said it was Garp's, Rock's, and Roger's era, and Harold was around before them. And
Harold era was back when he was a little asshole, like just beating up people for no reason. This era was over with when Rocks came around. To be honest,
nah, bro, Harold is right there.
That's when he became a bootlicker.
An ancient giant.
That man, Rock called Harold so many names to his face, like
bro, Harold clashed with Xebec. Like,
he got killed by his son, bro. We got Harold on this. Let's put fucking Loki on the list, bro.
Bro,
well, Loki's at the bottom.
I have hot take, bro. I have Blackbeard and Luffy next.
No, I ain't going.
Hold on, we gotta finish Rayleigh. Like, where do we put Rayleigh?
Put Rayleigh under Mihawk.
Rayleigh right now is below. Prime Rayleigh. Okay.
I got him above Mihawk. Just letting chat know I got him pretty high, right there with Shanks.
I say put him right under Mihawk. Shiki making the top 20, bro. That's tough. I don't know.
Shiki is cold, bro. Shiki has to be up there,
Silver
bro.
Axe got to be somewhere too. Like, nah, I don't think that.
No, sir.
How about
No,
Gabon
sir.
above Kaido or below Kaido?
Ooh,
Gabon.
Below
Gabon
Kaido.
above Kaido, man.
No,
Above
bro.
Kaido.
Look,
No,
Heavenly
dude.
Axe,
How about-
Divine
Pirate
Axe
King
Symphony
Trio.
is
Bro,
getting that nigga the fuck out of here, bro.
Bro, it took
The
the
pirate-
main character of the series to take down
I would
Kaido.
put him below Kaido, but this, I mean,
Bro, the main character at 17 years old.
But that
They
doesn't
didn't even
matter,
know
bro.
what Nankazaki was.
look, I'm
before-
gonna put him below.
Luffy, yeah,
I feel
because
like
Kaido
Kaido is
coached him, bro.
Put him right
I
under
feel like
Kaido.
Kaido
I
is
put him
literally
under
a
Garling,
benchmark
but-
within the series. Once we got done with Kaido, like, and he was explaining the how hockey works, you know, then we started getting more Nika lore. Then we started learning more. Basically, Kaido was a level, and now we starting to deal with people that's way beyond that. Kaido,
Nah,
for his
way
time,
beyond?
was great.
I ain't going way beyond that, but I think I agree
How
with
about
some
this?
of the
Gabon,
I mean, we
Gabon
sat
or
here and named
Sakazuki?
10 people over him
Gabon,
easily.
Sakazuki, bro. Don't say Gabon, bro.
Gabon.
I'm not falling for the rage bait anymore, bro. It's not
It's
happening.
not rage bait, bro. Putin Rocky. What he do? What he doing to that Heavenly Axe Symphony, bro? He's getting sliced the fuck up, bro.
Bro, he's
Sakazuki be the
shooting.
Holy Knight.
Bro,
I
be
love it.
serious.
Have we ever seen Sakazuki use hockey on screen chat?
Yes, we have during Marine, bro.
Bro, that fucking theory ass hockey, bro. I'm talking I confirm. I don't even know if that was hockey, bro. They can put their hands up. Everybody, yeah, that's hockey, guys.
What else could it be, bro? They got an invisible barrier fruit.
Halts.
They got
That's
two
what they
devil
were saying.
fruits.
Where does Sengoku go? Maybe in the trash where he belongs.
How about, I
It's
think next
definitely-
probably, who do you think? I think Shamrock is probably in the next two.
Shamrock can
Nah,
be on
Blackbeard
the
and Luffy are stronger than Shamrock, bro. And
I
Loki.
think right now,
I
as
got
it stands,
Shamrock. Yeah,
Loki.
I got
Oh
Shamrock.
shit, it's 5:30. Yo, I got a dip, fellas.
All right, bro.
I
Alrighty,
might
brother.
be joining
Be
my
sick.
We'll
phone a
finish
little
up the
later, though.
list.
Yeah, it depends on how long. I might join back a little later, but I doubt it. We'll see.
Well, I mean, we're almost done, so.
Yeah, it's almost done. But make sure that Sengoku, like, over my dead
Oh,
body,
Sengoku is not
is
on this
Sengoku
list.
going on this list. My second request is Ben Smoke Romeo gets an honorable mention, and my third request is Ben Beckman somewhere. We'll see. And Lucky Roo. But all right, fellas, I'll see if I can pull it up.
We're pretty much at the end.
Yeah, for sure.
I think.
All right, peace out.
Here's what we'll do.
We-
Everyone gets one honorable mention. But because you said, because I got Shamrock above Luffy right now.
I mean, I wouldn't be
I've done
mad
it.
at that, bro.
I'm the same way. I really feel like Luffy's above them. I think the warnings that they've given on Elbaf kind of know that they respect Luffy at that level, but I wouldn't be mad at it. But I would still say Luffy and Blackbeard are above any Holy Knights.
Yeah, my thing with Shamrock is, like, don't get me wrong, I think he's powerful, but I think what makes Shanks on another level is his ambition. And Shamrock doesn't have that same ambition. Like, he's just pretty much a slave to Emu.
All right,
And
so
Garling.
Do you want to hear? I'll just.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll put.
And
we'll
Gabon
put-
was speaking about having a different type of hockey or using hockey in a specific way when it came to the Holy Knights. And, you know, Luffy and I would say Gabon seems to think Luffy knows how to handle it that way. And Loki seems to have that same thought process. So them dudes already seem to be carrying themselves like they above Holy Knight. So I definitely don't see
All
Shamrock at that level. But he could be like 19, 20. I ain't tripping.
right, so
Yeah, I'm fine with
Loki
that.
or Shamrock?
Loki. Well, honestly, bro,
Shamrock.
we saw what
Loki could-
Shamrock had to do to actually attack Loki. Like, he said, "Come and get me." After, like, he did not want to fight Loki fairly, bro, and that was clear. If he was really strong, he would have unchained Loki and let him box, in my opinion. But instead, he was attacking him while he was defenseless. So,
All right, so
I mean, I think that's all we need to know about Shamrock.
I mean, they do dirt, but they was really trying to get information and they was trying to get him to come along their way. You know, their thought process wasn't, you know, let's fight it out. You know, these ain't honorable men. But when it comes to actually
sure.
going hands, I think Luffy is stronger than Shamrock. I wouldn't say Loki is stronger than Shamrock. Loki could be stronger than them other Holy Knights, but I don't think he's on Shamrock's level. Shamrock, there's got to be a level in which Luffy's needed to handle the big bad. I don't know if that's going to be Gunko with Emu, but it's a lot to speculate on. But I always said Luffy from the get go. I said Luffy was 15 through 20, and here we are. I still don't think Luffy's on Sakazuki's level for real, so I wouldn't be mad with him being next.
It is kind of weird to put because we don't have Shiki on the list. It is kind of weird that we have Gabon so high but not Shiki.
Yeah, Shiki has to be at least right behind Gabon. At least, if not right in front of.
I mean,
Shiki was one of the strongest captains.
I say, yeah, Shiki was considered a Yonko type level, but all Yonkos ain't built the same, you know?
Yeah, Big Mom. She's trash.
Yeah, I mean, as I'm looking at this list, like, you know, outside of Harold still being there, I'm not looking at nobody on this list and thinking Shiki got any of these people, so... And I don't think Shiki got Luffy right now, so Luffy, Blackbeard, that they got to be the next names.
Yes, sir. And then I might have a not a cold take, a hot take right here. I have Kuzan up here, bro.
Wait, hold on. Wait, so Shiki above Gabon?
You know what? I'm not mad at that, bro.
I'm behind. Hold on. I'm behind.
I am not mad at that.
Yeah, I got him lower too. But all right, because it's just the thing is like Sakazuki's sitting right there, bro.
Bro, Sakazuki, bro, he's Pirate King level.
All right, so
telling you.
So here's the list. So we got Joy Boy, Davy Jones.
Scroll up a bit, preach.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we got Joy Boy, Davy Jones, Emu, Ryuma, Roger, Xebec, Garp, Whitebeard, Dragon, Harold, Shanks, Mihawk, Rayleigh, Kaido, Garling, Gabon, Shiki, Sakazuki, and then Luffy and Blackbeard.
Oh my god, bro. What a...
Luffy or Blackbeard?
God. Good god. I think Blackbeard right now, bro. Just because Blackbeard can negate his devil fruit. So that's a massive debuff on Luffy.
Do honorable mentions Shamrock, Loki, Zunisha, and anyone else?
Kuzan.
Oh, Kuzan, yeah.
Frankie. Where's Top Man at?
Top Man.
Bro, Saturn's stronger than Pop Man.
What's the worst thing about this list? Just looking at it, like, what is the...
Harold easily. It's not a question. No, Sakazuki being so low is ridiculous, bro. Absolutely.
He was so say he jumped out. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad bumping Sakazuki. I mean, I'm looking at everybody on this list. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but I'm looking at everybody on this list, and I'm thinking Shiki shouldn't be above really anybody in the top 20.
My bad, it kicked me for some reason.
But you know, even Harold, I would say, is above Shiki, honestly. But yeah, I wouldn't mind moving Sakazuki up. Sakazuki, I feel like Sakazuki, Kaido, Mihawk need to be in like the same vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Those are unstoppable monsters all by themselves.
Yeah, over Shanks.
Shiki might be too high.
Shiki is right above Gabon, bro.
Shiki is 20.
I'll put him at 18, I guess, for now.
Well, the thing about Shiki, he was known for his fleet too. So.
And then what about if we're doing Shiki? What about Silver Axe?
Nah. Get Silver Axe out of here, man.
He's 20, so he could be 21. I ain't concerned, but he ain't making that top 20.
Well, we don't know where Silver Axe... Well, Silver Axe died, didn't he? From what we know. He died on God Valley, right? And we saw Shiki was able... to go on longer and get stronger. And probably much
Yeah,
stronger, if we're
since I
being
saw
real.
somebody in the chat say something about Zunisha, I'm gonna put Prime Zunisha.
It's just Zunisha is just one of those things where it's like a anomaly, bro. It's like, how do you take out a Titanic elephant?
But to be fair, it's like the only characters I could see beating Zunisha are the characters above him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe Kuzan. Like, it's very close.
Hirahoshi will have all those sea kings chewing at his ankles.
Oh,
we
didn't even talk about the past Poseidon, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking
Because
about
it had to be a person. So, I mean, a mermaid or merman.
Poseidon top 5?
Fisherman. Poseidon might be strong, bro. Like the OG one, or it could have just been like another Shirahoshi, like a little weakling.
All right.
So it's just up in the air on that one. But the power itself of being able to control all the Sea Kings is just monstrous, bro.
So the poll, I'm gonna move Emu up just because the poll voted for Emu at the end.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna move Emu up,
Which
and
is
I think it's
fine.
good. I think the list is
Bro,
pretty good.
after we get off of here, I'm gonna watch that new episode that dropped. It looks amazing, bro.
Where are they at in the story? I haven't been tapped in on the anime.
So this is where Zoro and Lucci end off their fight, and when the Gorosei arrive.
But I'm looking at this
Like,
list. This list is
start
not bad,
attacking.
bro. This list is actually a solid list. As far as I
I
can see,
got some issues.
I got some issues, but overall, like, I would say it's not bad.
I would say these are the 20 strongest names. Where they go is, based on whoever decides it. But I don't think there's anybody.
How about we'll do the tiers real quick, and then we can end the stream. What do you think is like the end of the next tier?
I say 4 through 7, Ryuma through Garp.
Oh no, bro! You gotta put Whitebeard in there, bro. You gotta have Whitebeard in that tier. Maybe even, yeah. I would say I would put Whitebeard, Garp, Xebec, Roger in their own tier. Maybe Ryuma.
You kill me with this Herald, but
Look, I would even say Herald, bro. But the thing is, like, then we gotta include Dragon, so I'm gonna just leave Herald for his other tier.
Herald has shown Dragon has shown nothing, but Herald has almost done just as much. Like,
bro,
the thing about Herald is he sold out his morals, or not his morals, but like his dignity.
But if Herald wasn't this high, it would be a problem, bro. Like, where would you put him if he wasn't that high?
It would be just because he's the precursor to Loki. Like he has to be up there.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
put Herald right under Kaido.
Yeah, I agree. I think Herald is just. I think Loki will be stronger than Kaido, but I mean not Herald. I said Loki, right?
Loki will be stronger than Kaido, but Herald isn't.
I agree
I could get
with
that. But as of right now, Loki isn't at that level, but he will be.
Yes, sir.
But okay, so we want to do what? We want to do.
The next tier would be what? Dragon, Shanks,
Dragon,
Herald.
Dragon through Rarely?
I could see that. It's not bad.
You gotta have Shanks and Mihawk together, and I think Prime Rayleigh's on their level. I think that's fine. I think
Prime Rayleigh is like right under Shanks and Mihawk.
Yeah, and I think Prime Rayleigh is like a slight above Prime Kaido, so I think that's a good differentiation spot.
And I think after that, it's Kaido through Sakazuki. It's probably fair.
Why do we got Kaido over Luffy though?
Bro,
because Kaido didn't fight Luffy at 100%.
I'm with you, but like that's Luffy from 2 arcs ago. Like we would expect Luffy to be stronger than the circumstance in which he was going against Kaido as well. I was a big proponent of like when we was in ACAD, let them do 100 on 100 with Kaido not carrying stuff. You can still have a conversation, but you would think Luffy would, be surpassed that point, right? You don't think when Luffy goes up to deal with those giants, he's going to show stuff that's well beyond what we was dealing with in Wano?
I think there's just like a lot of things that happened with Kaido that made it easier for Luffy to beat Kaido in the end.
Yeah, and I think
And
the whole
and
stuff
he
too.
still hasn't caught up to that, like those handicaps that was needed.
And like
Like
the thing is,
you know what I'm saying?
Like Luffy and Wano, I would say that's the strongest form of him we've seen. But like, why didn't Luffy tap into that power during A-Kid? I don't think it's something he could just go into at any moment. I think it's like there was a certain awakening moment for Luffy, and on top of that, a lot of emotions and like trying to save Wano. Where like with Egghead, he should have been able to tap into that raw power that we saw, but he just wasn't able. Like, I feel like it's not consistent enough with his power.
Luffy was face palming a Gorosei and squeezing,
spinning them like some pizza.
If Luffy can tap into that, then I would say he probably is there with Kaido, but it just seems like it's not reliable. Like his power isn't something where you could just. He's still learning to control it in some way.
Yeah, he doesn't even know the full capabilities of the fruit yet.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just feel like to beat Kaido, there had to be so many handicaps to get past him, bro. And like he was already weakened to a point. I do listen. I think in like if they were to go all out in a spurt, Luffy is strong. He has more physical might than Kaido, but I think Kaido has better endurance, better durability, and he's just as fast as Luffy, if not faster at points. So it's kind of tough, man. That endurance thing is a problem, especially with somebody like Kaido.
Yeah, like
Kaido can
Kaido's
fight
one
for
of those guys that could
days.
probably fight like all 5 Gorosei and compete. Because I don't know how like the Gorosei have the same stamina and endurance, but Kaido like just doesn't go down.
And nobody hurt Top Man yet. I'm just saying, man.
Where like Luffy, Luffy could get knocked out in one punch if you really like most of these characters could.
Not no more.
I not think no so, more, bro. Because
nobody is nobody is one-shotting Luffy at this point in the series. That'd be crazy.
I'm saying like most of these characters on the list. Like if we're looking at like maybe not Kaido, but like Rayleigh and up, I think those characters could probably one-shot Luffy with like a big attack. Maybe not just a one-shot, but like it would like one attack would do so much to Luffy where it's like he just doesn't have that same like I don't know what it is. Like what would you call it? Like endurance?
Ajran gun, maybe?
No. He has the output. But like Luffy's still like I don't know, he just doesn't deal with big attacks well compared to other characters.
And
like
Kaido
like
hit
bro,
him
Harold
with like 14 named attacks at the end of that in Gear 5. He was like, "Listen, I got to do it for Pedro."
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's true. I mean, Luffy at his max potential is probably higher on this list. It's just a matter of I don't know. It's a matter of when he can do it.
But I mean, I can understand because, like, if Luffy don't get the fight won within 2 to 3 minutes, he's Mike Tyson. If it ain't done in the first round, then he's gonna need somebody to give him a buffet, and you ain't got time for that all the time. So
yeah, and it's I'm
just thinking,
get it. Like
the progression,
it's part of his power, and he can probably bring some food with him on the go, like he did in Enos Lobby. But I don't know, bro. Like that's kind of like you have to rely on having to rest, and then somebody comes in, fights that guy for a second, then you come back.
Yeah.
Like in a one-on-one situation where there's no one helping him, it's a little different.
And we don't really have to worry about that with anybody else on this page, so I guess I'll let it slide for now. I just had to ride for my guy Luffy.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Luffy has, and that Bajran gun is probably the best feat we've ever seen. as far as like maybe Shanks is up there, but
Joy Boy's feet.
yeah, Joy
still.
Boys is probably better. But
Yeah, Joy
it's
Boy
one
from
of the
1,000 years away is number one. He
Yeah,
attacked you from the past. That's crazy.
Yeah, that it sent all the Gorosei flying back to Mary's Wild, bro.
So let's
And
do
had Emu
Kaido.
gave Emu a full diaper.
Oh yeah, Emu was tripping. So let's do Kaido through Sakazuki as one group, and then we do Shiki and Luffy as the last.
all right, then that's good. Yeah, that's fine.
I think that's fair.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chad, make sure you guys like the stream, and we'll be back next week.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all coming out.